Right guys and girls, welcome back to a new video. Now today's video is probably not one that you relate to me these days because of my sort of functional style of training, but you know, we all love to get the pipes going. Everyone wants a big set of arms, a good set of arms, so I thought that I would show you one of my favorite workouts. These days, I'm not gonna lie to you, I will throw this in once in a blue moon or potentially just do one or two of these movements across the week on the back of like, after I've done my big lifts, after I've done my my workout metcon of the day, and I will just maybe put some accessory work at the end of a session just to try and help weaknesses. Okay, so obviously doing muscle ups and doing pull-ups and stuff like that, you should always try and have some sort of tricep working. It's going to help your dips, and the same for the pull-ups, a little bit of bicep working. But anyway, let's get started with the video. Now this is a 4-part arm workout. It is super simple. Now we're going to pair triceps and biceps together, and then we're going to pair biceps and triceps together. Okay, so the 4 movements are tricep cable extension, okay, with a bar attached to the cables. The movement after that is a Zottman barbell curl, which you're going to see in a second, or a reverse barbell curl with an EZ bar, whatever you want to call it. Then we move on to tricep dumbbell skull crushers, and we move on to dumbbell hammer curls, okay? Now, with all of these movements, I've done 4 sets of each movement. Now, I like to start higher reps with arms. It's partly because I like to obviously warm up, get the blood flowing. It also allows me to work on contracting the correct muscles and actually getting some sort of bicep and tricep engagement, okay? Because that is something that when it comes to arms and arm training, I sort of lack with that. So I start with 15 reps on the first set, then dropping down to 12, then dropping down to 10 reps, and then finally dropping down to 8 reps. Now, let's talk about the tricep extension first. Tricep extension, super simple, just making sure that my elbows are fixed, not trying to use too much shoulder and lats to swing the weight down, okay? So trying to keep my elbows in that fixed position. Simple with that one. The second one, Zottman curls, something that I like to do and something that I would say, I don't have good arms, but something that I would say that built my arms a little bit was controlling the negative. So when you see those Zottman curls, I'm not actually in slow motion, even though it's not the camera, okay? It is actually me controlling a 4-second negative. So we're going 1 second up, contracting the bicep, 1 second pause at the top, and then 4 seconds to go down on the way down of each rep. Now that is something that if you do that, and you're doing the Zottman curls or reverse barbell curls, whatever you want to call it, as you're sort of going down, you really can feel your forearms as well. So I love that movement. Now that is a superset. So the triceps and the biceps, 4 sets, both gradually increasing in load and going down in reps, okay? Now after that, have a couple of minutes rest, and I'm pretty much resting from anywhere from 60 to 90 seconds between every single superset as well. After that, we'll go on to dumbbell hammer curls and tricep dumbbell skull crushers. Now, I don't really particularly have any order with this. I can't remember if I did biceps first or triceps first for this one, but there is a couple of key points with this one. Now, my right side is lagging. I had a shoulder dislocation. So what do I tend to do? I use dumbbells, okay? If you get a little bit of wrist pain or you have one dominant side more than the other, dumbbell skull crushers, I think, are way, way better and way more beneficial for trying to sort out imbalances. And that will, again, you'll see it more, and it'll come in like it will piece the puzzle together when you go on to movements like your bench press, your shoulder press and stuff like that. So I definitely recommend trying to do dumbbell skull crushers, and again, trying to make sure that elbow is fixed and not using your lats and your shoulders to shift the weight. Again, moving on to that, dumbbell hammer curls. For some reason, I just find that hammer curls get me a lot more of a contraction in the bicep compared to like standard curls. I just love them, okay? It's my favorite movement. And again, going with dumbbells allows me to make sure that my right side is trying to catch up, because that side is lagging in comparison to my left side. So that is why I choose them movements. Again, 15-15, rest in 90 seconds, 12-12, gradually going up in weight, rest in 90 seconds, 10, and then finally the 8 reps. And that is pretty much my arm session, the 4 favorite movements that I would say that I would give you to grow your arms. Like I said, it is very rare that I do an arm day, but on this day I was feeling pretty beat up, had done a lot of lifting during the week, had a couple of lads in the gym, and I wanted to have a little bit of fun, so we did this as a workout, and then I think we may have done some conditioning and some stretching after. But definitely use one of the supersets, tag it on the end of some sort of upper body session, and you will have a great arm session.